and welcome back to my channel. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure to go ahead and do that. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a rad tech experience video. Someone asked me, a subscriber, I'll put her name down here, and she asked me if I could make a video just talking about my whole rad tech experience. So this is going to be another kind of candid video, meaning I have absolutely nothing planned. I'm basically going to tell you how it was from prerequisite courses all the way until graduation, so let's get started. Okay, so if you guys have been following me for a while, then you know that I started college a week before I graduated high school. I started off with 4 courses. I was going towards that rad tech degree from the beginning, so I didn't take any courses that I didn't need. So the first 4 courses that I took were Intro to Psychology, College Algebra, English 101, and I'm trying to think of what that last course was. I kind of think that it was computers. Intro to computers is what I took, and they kind of got rid of intro to computers the next semester, but that was one of the courses that you needed to get into the program back then. So like I said, English, math, intro to computers, intro to psychology. These are the 4 courses that I took. Now when it comes to your math, they wanted us to have college algebra, but you might not get that starting off. It all depends on your placement test and the scores that you get, because I had a friend who had to start with like remedial math courses before she could get to college algebra. So make sure you're taking the right math courses that they want you to have. But yeah, those are the 4 courses that I took. If I could tell you guys about them, English was pretty much about writing papers. It's pretty easy. College algebra, I had to get a tutor because I suck at math, but I went in there and I wanted this, so I went in there, I talked to that tutor. Some of the work, I ain't gonna lie, she pretty much did for me. I'm like, I was so confused, but I figured it out, and I made, I think, 88, which made me so mad because it made me make a B in the class, and I was so close to an A, but I made, I guess, a 3.8 or something like that semester. Intro to Psychology was all about reading, taking tests. Intro to Computers, I took that online. It was about PowerPoint, all that type of stuff. Those courses were pretty simple. So then that was the summer semester when I graduated high school and took those courses. So then I moved on to taking my fall courses, and that's when my biologies and stuff kicked in. So this time I took Anatomy and Physiology 1 with lab, and I also took Med Terminology, and I'm trying to think, feel like I took something else. I'm going to try my best to put the courses that I needed in the description box just in case I forget to mention something, but I'm pretty sure I took something else with it, maybe not. But, oh, I took music appreciation. I needed some type of course that, elective type of course. So I took music appreciation. You could take art appreciation. It just depends on your school. Anatomy and Physiology with lab. It was about the body systems, anatomy and physiology. So we started off with digestive system. We worked our way. We learned how the blood pumps through the heart. Our labs consisted of testing each other for diabetes. We learned how STDs worked by putting some like invisible dye in a cup, and everyone goes around and like puts the cup together, and then we turn off the lights and see, okay, this is how STDs spread. We learned, it was pretty cool. It was honestly really cool. And you have your lab partner is whoever you're sitting next to. Like, it was no big deal. You weren't assigned a lab partner, just kind of how you sat down that day, that was your lab partner. The course itself was about, it seems like it was an hour for anatomy and physiology, and then the lab portion, like you can go eat real quick or something, come back, and you had the lab for that same course, and that lasted about another hour. So altogether it was about 2 hours, but you were taking 2 different courses. And I think that anatomy and physiology was 3 credit hours where your lab is 1, so you end up taking 4 altogether. So I took that course. I'm trying to tell you guys as much as I can without this video being like super duper long, but it was pretty simple. It really was all about reading. It's all about this would be kind of a flashcard type of class about definitions. We went through the cells, how the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, how everything works, lysosomes, like everything about the cell membrane and all that stuff, how it works. I'm trying to tell you guys as much as I can. We did take tests. That's pretty much all I can tell you about this course. It was anatomy and physiology, and basically you're learning from top to bottom the different systems of the body. So you have your endocrine system, and then you have your skeletal system and your muscular system, and you're learning about all those different things, and they break it down through body systems. And then when I was done with that, it was time for spring semester, and this was when I was going to get selected into the program. So I might have to split this into 2 videos. I hope not, but I'm going to talk as much as I can and give you guys as much information as I can, because I don't want you guys to be left in the dark. But still, when it came to spring semester, this is a semester where I'm going to be applying to get into the program, and I took Anatomy and Physiology 2 with Lab 2, and I took speech. I had to take a speech course. I needed a second English or something like that, and I took a speech class, and my speech class was online, so it was kind of like my YouTube stuff. So I just had to give my speech of who I was, where I came from, all that stuff. We had some speeches about what you want to do when you grow up, whatever it might be, and my speech courses I delivered via a webcam, so it was really cool. And that is the course that I took. You don't have to do that. Of course, you can always do it in class and give speeches and stuff like that. I chose to take it online because I prefer to be at my house. But then I took Anatomy and Physiology 2. This is just a breakdown of the rest of the body systems that we didn't cover in one, which would be kind of like neuro and the higher up, the nervous system, all that stuff. It was things that we didn't cover in the first part of it, Anatomy and Physiology 1. As far as labs go for this one, I'm trying to think if labs got a little bit more difficult. Labs really weren't difficult. I think lab is the most exciting part for me to actually work with things. We got to take a look at some different cells and how they look under a microscope, and then we had a notebook that we had to upkeep, and we would look inside the microscope at these cells, and then we would draw the cells out, and he would check these books and give us a grade on it. I mean, it was pretty simple of a course. It's more of an exciting course for me because you're hands-on and you get to see what's going on and you're interacting with everybody, and it's pretty nice. So these courses weren't really hard. It's more about paying attention, making sure that you study, getting your flashcards out. This is definitely a flashcards type of course. There's plenty of definitions. There's plenty of things that you need to know about the body types, the nucleus, the membranes, all these things that you need to know, and it's best to put those on flashcards. So those were my prerequisite courses. So I did receive about 3 B's. I'm trying to remember what they were in. I know for sure I got a B in that math course. I got a B the second semester of Anatomy and Physiology, and I think I got a B in that lab as well. The rest were all A's, and you couldn't have a C and get in the program. You were not allowed to have a C. So then it was time for me to take my PSB, which was like my placement exam, and then tell them that I wanted to be considered for this program. So I had to take what was called the PSB, which is like the placement test to get into the program. So they combined my GPA with the placement test to come up with a score, and then they went down. I think we had like 18 students or so, and the top 18 were the ones that were selected for the program. So this is the book. And this is the 2014 one, Health Occupations Aptitude Exam by Susan Hester. I will find the Amazon link because that's where I got it from, and this is what the book looks like. It's kind of like the book with the binding or whatever. That is the book that helped me to pass my PSB. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, my PSB score was not amazing. It was like a 230 something. I'll put the highest scores and all that stuff in the description. Anything I don't mention, I'll try my best to put in the description box, because like I said, I don't want to leave you in the dark just because I can't remember at the moment. But my score wasn't even that high, and all my friends got calls on Friday saying that they got into the program. I did not get a call until Monday. So honestly, it could have been that somebody dropped out and didn't want to be in there, and I was like the next choice, but that's okay with me. So I got into the program, and now it starts the courses.